Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here with more Let's Play Shining Force 3 Scenario 3, and as you can see, I've gotten back to this point. I cheated, I did skip ahead a little bit. So the Archdemons are still alive, the Colossuses are not, and we are currently fighting Tauros. One thing, you saw where we all start. Each of the center section starts with 3. If you immediately run your 3 down into these platforms onto the second section, the Archdemons won't move. They won't engage you at all. They'll only engage you if you stay up here. Will their AI kick in? But then the Colossus AI kicked in, and those things just became kind of a bitch. Now, the reason why I've skipped ahead so much is because this fight takes forever, and I've been running. I've been bitch slapping Tauros as much as I can. He has 5,000 HP. 5,000. More than twice the amount of the final boss of the game. And if I do an average of 50 points a hit per damage, that will take how many, folks? Do the math. 100 attacks. That's just insane. So I've skipped ahead, I've taken out the Colossi, you've already seen me fight them. I have not lost anyone, I'm actually in pretty good shape. I don't have all of my stuff, like I did not come in with all my high-end stuff. I didn't bring in healing rains, or hope lights, or even goddess tears or potions. I did level everyone up to 20. Yeah, I had to level everyone. Well, actually, I do have a level 19 still. Hayward is still 19. But he will level up with his next attack, attacking Tauros. But I had to level that. That tells you how much I've gone into this and how much I've had to do. And I didn't want the Heroes test to take the entirety of the project. So I'm skipping ahead, and I do apologize for that. I'm just trying this out. This is an attempt video. This may not be the video that goes up. I do have a save at the very beginning of this fight, but it takes forever, even with 20-minute long video. I've been at this for about an hour. That's not counting getting back to this fight. Just taking this fight and being cautious with it against the Colossus, and dealing with the things that I'm trying to fight against. It's just been one of those things, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to do the other 2 hero tests in their entirety. That's just not going to happen. That would take forever. I would have to skip so much. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to do this. I've got to power level them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power level them. I'm going to get them to this fight, because all the fights are the same. You guys have seen all the fights up until this point. The level in which that I have to take out some of these things is just kind of silly. So this is what you'll see for them, is you'll see me at the Tauros fight after I've gone a couple of rounds of trying to take him down, so that I can hopefully get it into one video. In the video description, I'll write down all of the things that you get for the various floors for each army. That way we can see everyone's promoted army, and we can see the weapon get for the end of the heroes test, because you get a special sword for each of your army's heroes. So we get a sword weapon for synbios, we get a rapier for median, and we get a blade for jewelry. And I do want to show those. But as you can see, I'm laying into this guy. 5,000 HP. 5,000. I can't even wrap my head around how ridiculous of a number that is. I've also gone in, one item I have brought in, I brought all of the spare Swift boots that I had. that drop off the gargoyle type monsters. I've been using those for support as well in case I start running low on MP. I do want to make sure my healers keep their MP. So I'm casting support occasionally with either Grace or Khan, and I'm usually casting resist with Irene and Murasame. You know, that's a spell that you have to keep up, because Tauros has a metric ton of MP, and he does not like Khan for some reason. Khan seems to be his go-to, and I'm also trying to keep slow on him as well. So I could throw in attack, and I might do that, but the attack spell has really shitty range even for level 2. It only hits a max of 5 people, so I'm probably not going to worry about that, but I'm keeping the slow spell on him so that I can eke out just that much more damage with all of my attackers. But like I said, I do feel kind of bad that you guys didn't get to see the fight against the colossi. It's not really all that challenging. If you go in with what I've done, just take your swift boots, move all of your people to this section, you'll trigger their AI, so they'll come after you. But how my group was positioned with this group, Synbios was next to 2 of them, and I had Murasame? I had one of my people who had resist. Either, I don't remember if it was Irene or Murasame, and I just cast resist on that group of 3, and that protected them from the onslaught of Inferno 2s that they were having to deal with. And the other groups, I split them up as I have going into the rest of these fights. I've just done what I can, and I don't have enough MP for Spark level 2. I mean, I've got a save file at the beginning of this, so I don't need to worry about aggressing out of this. So I'm just gonna throw everything I can at him. That's all you can do in this fight, is just throw literally everything at him. As you can see, most of my team has friendship amongst each other now. I've not lost anyone, thankfully. I've not gotten anyone to soulmate. I did do another attempt of this one previous, just to see how what the flow of the fight is like. And with that fight, I got Irene soulmated with Synbios, but I don't think that's going to happen here because I'm not healing him nearly as much as I had to in that playthrough. That playthrough, he was where Khan is, and he was Tauros' main target, so I had to be careful about that. So, and the support spell is wearing off. So I'm gonna have to use support on someone else. Oh yes, Conquer King that's just awesome on this one. It's just, I punch you in the crotch, basically. But this is an endurance fight. It's how long can you last, and because it's an endurance fight, this is probably going to take another video for me to finish this, and that's what I didn't want. Either that or I might just do one really long video, but when I tried my initial run, what had happened was I was recording that as an attempt to see, okay, can it, just sheer luck, can I do this? And the correct answer was no, and that took 3 videos for me to fail. 3 videos. Almost an hour for me to get to a point to where I could not do any more damage to him with the group that I had. I was down to my casters with no MP. I was having noon melee Tauros, and that was just... that was actually doing surprising damage. It really was, because apparently the wand that I've got on noon provides a decent damage boost against Tauros. It's quite entertaining. And Tauros is kind of immune to status effects. Kind of not. I was able to... well, slow obviously sticks, but there was one other status effect that I was able to inflict on him. There was a special attack from... or that was a side effect from a special attack. I just don't remember which one it is. But there's a good majority of attacks that are not... that will not stack to him. And as you can see, he's just going to throw out another spark. And that's really his most damaging attack because of its range. But thankfully I'm keeping up on my resist spell. But part of the problem is it hits so many people that even though it's only hitting for 18, it does scare me because he has several very powerful special attacks. He has Regret Hit, which is the most damaging thing ever because that's just an instant. I don't care what your HP was, it's down to 1 right now. He also has a lightning-based special attack that is kind of damaging, and I think he has one more attack. I don't remember. But Spark is his... that's the nasty one because of the range and because of the number of people it can hit. But as you can see, I've basically got Grace off in the back. All she's doing is Aura 4. That is all she will do in this fight. That's all I'm going to do with her. I'm almost out of MP with Noon. So what's going to happen with him is he's going to go around and he's actually just going to heal people with the 2 healing drops that he's got. And then he's useless as well. So I'm actually running out of MP, which is going to hurt because then I don't have any ranged ability other than what I've already got. And resist is starting to wear off. So we're gonna cast it again. Hayward's in kind of a sweet spot to where he's not gonna get hit with much of anything with what he's gonna target, so he hasn't gotten resist or support in a long time, but that's fine. That's what's gonna have to happen. So, I could throw out support. And I think I'm going to. I should attack with Khan, but support is gonna help. That's one of those, it's in the long run type things. And yeah, I'm already at 13 minutes, and I've lost track of how much damage I've done to him in this 13 minutes. But I would be hard-pressed to say that we will see his HP in any sort of number in this video, if I kept it at 20 minutes. So that's how sad we've gotten with this. And yay for disc errors. Hey, Gorgon Buster, that's awesome. That's going to be over 100 points of damage. 119 points of damage. That is just fantastic. But the fact that I had to level to 20, I've gone through this so many times. I've got more Orichalcum than I know what to do with. It's and at this point, I'm actually doing really good. This is so much better than my initial run. But I've got more Orichalcum than I know what to do with, so I'm gonna make Orichalcum weapons for everybody in my upcoming forces, and I'm gonna make Orichalcum secondary weapons as well, because I've got more than enough. There's just no getting around that. I've got more than enough to deal with. And I'm also not going to be leveling my reserve teams. These are the teams that I'm going to be using, which means that... come on. There we go. I will not need the reserve teams for the final fights. I wasn't sure if I was, but I did some looking up on the strategy guides and the Jumsen site and Wolfgang site, and it looks like it's not needed. So I'm not going to focus on it because it's taken me forever to do this. I'd hate to have to level them up as well. I love the people in the secondary forces, but I can't. It's just too much. Way too much. It's taken me over 12 hours worth of leveling, and mostly because of stuff like this. Mostly because it's taking forever to cycle through all of these bad guys. And that's taking forever in this video. Light Sphere! And 12 damage, but Khan is paralyzed. So I gotta hope Irene has a fairy powder. Either that or I have to move Grace, and I'm kind of hesitant on moving Grace. But I'm doing over 60 points of damage a hit. So that should tell you just how much damage I'm actually doing to this guy. 100 damage, and soulmate for the two of them. That's awesome. Oh, well, Noon has Swift Boots and a Fairy Powder, so that's what he's going to do when he's out of MP. But soulmate, look at that. All the shiny letters and everything. That means their magic power is boosted by, I think, 20? So, that's very useful. And we're still... I'm still not doing damage. I could move you. Do you have a fairy powder? Yes, you do. I'll have to move you back. Because I don't trust... I don't want to throw off... I've been in a really good pattern. I don't want to throw off the dynamic of that pattern. But Khan will get an attack boost from being next to Synbios, which helps out. 83 damage. And you gotta think, I've done... over 1,000 points of damage to him. I have to have. But that's only a fifth of his life. Yes, I know, CD read error. Stop doing that. Alright. You're useless. Come on, let's do some damage. And Sybil's in a really good spot because she gets an attack bonus from Murasame and a critical bonus from Hayward. So that's great, but she's only throwing out Tornado. And I was hoping for more damage. I was hoping for a special, like Stardust would have been awesome. And Resist wore off on Grace. But I need Resist. I need Resist and Support. Supports I'm fine with because I've got items to do that. There's not an item that lets you cast Resist. There should have been. There really should have been. There's a weapon that allows you to cast Attack. There's an item that allows you to cast Support, but there's not something for Resist. But to be fair, Resist kind of breaks the game on its own anyway. So, god damn it, this takes forever. I hate this. I don't know if it's the fact that the Saturn's modded, or the fact that the AI for this is just stupid that it seems to want to take forever when it's... Okay, yeah, I've thrown off the balance. I gotta move Synbios back because now my force is getting hit in a different pattern, and I don't want that pattern to be in. So I'm gonna have to cast Aura, and I've gotta cast Resist. I'm at 20 minutes, so yeah, I've officially been beating on Tauros for over a half hour now, and I've gotten almost nowhere. And soulmate bonus, you see the little heart, and it affects from 2 squares away. We've talked about it before, but 74 damage. Alright, and I can't do anything with you. That's all I can do. Support will help out a little bit. I mean, not enough though, because I'm still just not doing enough damage. Gotta do damage. Come on, guys. We can... I want to see his numbers. I want to see 599 pop up. And I was thinking, I did this attack earlier off screen to Tauros, and I kept thinking to myself, Goku says hi. Because that's what it looks like. Alright. Here we go, Danteres. You can do an attack anytime now. Thank you. I know it was just loading which attack it was going to do, but 109 points of damage. And we still have yet to see his health. But I mean, once you see his health, there you go, we see it! 597! We're in the clear, we can do this! He is dying. He is dying right the hell now. Yes, Rowan, he is gonna die right the hell now, is what we're gonna do. Rowan's been sitting on my lap this entire time, thinking, Dad, you're getting way too excited over this. But we are going to take him out, and it's not going to be too much longer than 20 minutes, but it would have been a lot longer if I had just stuck around like that. Alright, let's see, he gets a magic attack bonus from Noon. I think he's got... I hope he has friendship with Noon. It's enough. We're doing damage. Damage to the enemy damage. Alright, we can... I'm excited. I'm so freaking excited. I want this to end. This is going to be a long episode, but it's fine. I'm happy with this. Or a 4. I was... When I started this episode, I was like, I don't know, this is an attempt. I don't know if I want to cut out killing the colossi. But no, I'm doing this. Because this fight has taken forever. I've invested more time in this heroes test than I have pretty much anything else. Like I've easily doubled the amount of time I was in this heroes test than I was any of the previous hero tests. So yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Anyway, he's almost dead. We can see purple health now. purple health is good. It's better than, you know, the mysterious black void of 5,000. Oh my god, that means I've had to have done, again, I know I didn't do 50 damage. I know there was a lot of attacks that I did more than 50 damage, but there were several that I did less, like Obright just there. So I've done somewhere in the neighborhood between, I'd say, 55 to 70 attacks. Somewhere in that neighborhood. And I think Hayward got caught in that one as well, and he does not have... No, I think I put resist on him this turn. It doesn't matter. Tauros isn't going to get too many more hits. So... this fight would have gotten a lot faster if we had managed to get the Achilles sword from Bowie. That would have helped out a lot. But we didn't. We just decided to run in, you know, head first. Which kind of makes you wonder, if Tauros is here, who's guarding the caravan now? It's one of those... And Tauros is sadly, well, actually not sadly, because he's kind of a bastard, but he is one of those fights that does not make it into the premium disc, mainly because he's too freaking strong to begin with. But he actually fits in a lot better than a couple of the fights in the premium disc. Alright, if I could get somewhere where I could cast Freeze, but I can't. Come on. Stop being stupid and load the attacks. Cross slash! We can see green health bar now. Can't do anything with him. I can, however, do a massive amount of damage with him. Come on, Dantares. Yeah, pick him up and throw him. And we can see yellow health bar! We can see it! Alright, yeah, there's not anything I can do with her. I can do some damage with her. So that's going to help out. Make this go a little bit faster. I just need to get a couple more attacks in. And Gorgon Buster. Fantastic. It's better than nothing. I will pull out Fire 1. And now I can kill him with whoever can get probably the next melee attack. So Hayward, make me proud. And Hayward makes me proud. This'll do it. Oh, Hayward, you rat bastard! Alright, I'm gonna move Synbios. Synbios will get the final kill. Why not? I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything else. Synbios should get the final kill. He's the hero. Now, I've already got one person at 21, maybe two people at 21. So, Synbios can use the XP from it. Because it's not like he's gonna kill anyone. He can't move. He can only melee attack one of 3 characters now. He can cast Spark again, which won't kill anyone. But yeah, this video, half an hour. I'd say this took, just fighting Tauros, took a good 45-50 minutes, and that's not counting the damage that I did beforehand to all of the other characters, all the other colossi. Oh, Light Sphere can paralyze. We knew that. Yeah, we knew that. I don't know why I was surprised by that just now. I could have Noon kill it with a freeze 1. That would just be sad. No, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. You can't do it. Well, you probably could, but you're gonna do it. And Synbios is going off with a bang with a twin wave! Tauros has been defeated! And we don't even level off that. Synbios finds the shining sword. We have completed the hero's test with the Synbios army. And with that, like I said, I'm going to power level all of my other armies. That's all, and all you're going to see is the last fight like this, because it'll probably be a half-hour long fight. It'll probably be one of these kind of long videos that takes forever, especially with CD read errors that pop up like that. And we've defeated the hero's test, so we're back in the main hall. We have the shining sword on Synbios. We're going to equip that now. I want to equip, not use. Thank you. Equip 138, Light and Dark Resist plus 30, Special Attack. Ah, yes. And to give you an idea, I'll give the Sword of Lord because I don't need it. I'll also drop those off because I don't need them. 30, that's 32 Orichalcum. $33, $34. $34 Orichalcum. That tells you how many times I've gone through that. Alright, so that has been the Heroes Test with the Synbios Army. I'll see you guys in the next installment, which will be finishing off the Heroes Test with the Median Army. Till then, later everyone.